British Isles is world famous for its spectacular mansions. Boasting centuries of history, these country piles are legacies of a bygone age. Each has a custodian, fiercely proud of their homes. But behind these stunning facades lies a dirty secret.
The last time I had a bath was about 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't like to throw things out because there could be a use for them.
Cleaning and tidying is a way down on my list.
It probably is too much for one person.
These stately homes have gone to seed, but there is a radical solution.
When things look clean, the world makes sense.
Each week, the country's most obsessive-compulsive cleaners, dedicated to hygiene and order,
It's a perfectly good king-size bed, and I sleep over there.
team up to take on the grandest filth of their lives.
He's going to hurt his stomach muscles soon.
There's a few house rules.
I think that you're treating me like a servant.
And to push their boundaries, for the first time ever, they'll be taking up residence too.
There's a mouse, it's dead, I'm not staying here.
It's poo on the bedding.
Oh. No, that is it.
I just can't do it.
In just 5 days, can the compulsive cleaners challenge their obsessive behaviours and rescue these mansions
Utter flipping filth.
from housekeeping hell? Or have they finally met their match?
You have moved stuff. Where have you put it?
Would you like me to carry on, or would you like me to go home?
Excellent crust.
The sooner they go, the better.
In the heart of Flintshire, North Wales, is a Grade 1 listed mansion, Plas Teg. Built in 1610, this 10-bedroom Jacobean mansion was bought for £70,000 by Cornelia Bailey as a derelict shell in 1985.
200 years ago, there'd be 20 or 30 people looking after the house. Now there's just me and the cat.
Retired antiques dealer Cornelia has poured tens of thousands of pounds into keeping the grand house standing and preserving the 17th century aesthetic.
This house means so much to me because I'm a collector. I almost think furniture and things are as important as people, you see.
But Cornelia's money has run out. Now her only income is her small pension and occasional paranormal evenings.
I call upon all the spirits of Plas Teg.
The survival of Plas Teg hangs in the balance.
The financial pressures are terrible. It's got to make more money for itself. The cooker needs fixing and the boiler needs fixing. The last time I had a bath was about 2 or 3 years ago. Can't afford the hot water. But in the 18th century, people didn't have baths all the time, so I'm just living in another age, that's all.
With so much to worry about, the cleaning has dropped down the list of priorities.
I don't hoover, because I don't like hoovering. You know, I mean, I think this floor's been hoovered perhaps 2 or 3 times in 29 years.
In a bid to raise funds, in 5 days' time, Cornelia will host a grand house tour for the paying public. But 29 years of dirt and dust are turning tourists away.
When I bought the house, I didn't realise how much it was going to be a problem. It's just me, so I obviously need extra help.
With such a grand problem, not one, but 2 cleaning obsessives have agreed to help Cornelia deep clean her Jacobean mansion.
Oh my God.
30-year-old OCD-diagnosed Hayley from East Grinstead can spend up to 19 hours a day ensuring her home is spotless.
I hoover the ceiling because I don't want germs and bacteria and dust falling, like, on my head.
A mother of 3, Hayley uses 2 bottles of bleach every day and spends £300 a month on cleaning products.
If the bleach isn't strong enough, like if it's not choking me and hitting the back of my throat, then I have to use more. I could be in here up to 8 times a day cleaning the toilet. I change my bed sheets every day. It makes me feel happier when things look clean and they look like clinical. Then I feel relaxed and I feel like the world makes sense.
And joining Hayley is 24-year-old order and germ-obsessed Dan.
Everything in my house is on a 45-degree angle. I know if I placed it there and it's still in the position that it was, I feel a lot more relaxed.
Though he's not clinically diagnosed with OCD, Dan suffers from a chronic fear of germs.
1, 2. I wipe my door handles about 1,000 times a day, and that's because it would just be a complete harbour for bacteria and just the germs and how they can be spread. It's all a bit... Ugh.
And spends up to 40 hours a week ensuring his house looks like a show home.
My obsessive tendencies have affected my life because I will miss things if my house isn't in a position that I'm happy with. Relationships have failed before, and I have missed events with friends and family because my obsession does take over.
I'm going away for a week. I'm obviously taking with me my clothes and as much bleach as I can possibly fit in this bag.
Dan and Hayley will say goodbye to their modern, sterile homes and challenge their obsessions by leaving the safety of their routines and confronting Cornelia's 17th century dusty mansion.
I'm leaving a home that I know that's safe and that's clean, and going into somewhere else that I don't know how dirty, I don't know how it's been looked after. It's going to be hard.
I think that upper-class people look at me and they'll hear my voice and it's kind of like, oh, she is common. And I am.
Hayley and Dan have cleaned other people's grimy homes before, but this will be their grandest challenge yet.
Plaster tag. It's open to the
What's the jacko been?
I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's huge. Wow.
That is ginormous. Oh my goodness. It's so big. And it stinks like cow poo.
There's loads of, like, statues everywhere.
I don't really like statues either. I think they're hard to clean. We're like borrowers compared to the size of this house.
Hello, I'm Cornelia. Welcome to Plasteg.
Thank you.
Come in.
Thank you.
I'm afraid it's the coldest house in Wales. This is their great hall.
What's that smell?
Maybe the polish. I polish all the floors and all the furniture.
What do you polish them with?
Special polish that you can't buy in the shops. When I bought the house, it was a derelict house.
How long have you had it for?
29 years.
Wow. So this is finished?
This is finished. Oh, yeah.
They are a worker's hand.
They are.
I will tell you that. They are a worker's hand.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
Yeah.
Before bleach obsessives Hayley and Dan see the extent of Plasteg's decades' worth of dust and grime, Cornelia wants to establish her house rules.
I want things done how they were done in another age.
Okay.
You can't use any spray polishes, any of these modern things on my furniture.
Okay.
You know, I don't like the modern smells, and I hate things that make rooms smell nice. I think they're ghastly.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I mean, you probably think that as well, I would think.
We like the smell of bleach. How do you
Do you?
feel
Oh,
about
no.
bleach?
Oh, no, no. Oh, you mustn't put bleach on any time, nothing.
What about products that are like...
I don't like products used.
Okay.
You know, I like a bit of dust, anyway, so it looks real. It's a house that's lived, you know,
Yeah.
it's lived in.
Just struggling to think what we'd actually use.
Nothing, just water. On a sponge, that's all.
It doesn't kill the bacteria then, does it?
The bacteria can live here. I couldn't care less. I mean...
Yeah.
Can we use things like fairy liquid?
Yes,
instance.
yes.
So you'd like
That's
that?
the only thing.
Okay. It's definitely going to be somewhat of a challenge.
250 years ago, this type of mansion would have had 20 indoor servants dedicated to making all the rooms spotless.
Anyway, come through to the kitchen. Come and see it.
I can't go through that.
Touching that, no way.
Cornelia?
Yeah?
Can you hold the curtain open for me, please? I'm really sorry. It's just I've got OCD.
What's that?
For me, it's like germs and dirt and stuff, and it makes me really anxious and have like panic attacks. I'm too nervous to touch. So,
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Thanks.
This is the kitchen.
So when was the last time you cleaned in here?
It's been all the time. It's been cleaned even this morning. The house is open to the public, so it has to be cleaned. This is the cooker, which doesn't work.
So you use that as a cupboard?
I use it as a cupboard.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only cooking I've got is on a microwave. So I live on cheese pasties every day of the week. Nothing else.
Do you clean that quite often?
No, never.
Really? Why not?
Don't have time.
I just can't believe how many things you have. We're gonna die here, aren't we?
Probably.
This is my library, which is where I do most things.
Ooh.
Oh, it's warm in here.
Yeah, it smells like the fire's been on.
Yeah, it's the only room that has heat on.
Really?
Yeah,
Is this the...
I sleep in here.
You sleep in here?
Yeah, on the sofa. It's about 1820, very important Regency sofa.
Do you bring like your pillow and your duvet in at night then? Or...
Yeah, I know, they're tucked behind the desk.
So you couldn't heat another room up?
Can't afford to.
So it's quite costly?
Yeah.
There's just too much work for you, isn't there?
It
Here?
is, yeah. It's a bit, yeah, it's impossible.
To get this house in order, I think we need a miracle or Jesus or something, because I can't express enough how big and how messy this house is.
Hayley and Dan are not just faced with a mammoth cleaning task.
This is where you'll be sleeping.
They've also agreed to challenge their obsessive behaviours by staying over for 5 nights.
This room and the one downstairs are the two most haunted rooms in the house.
This is where I'm sleeping?
Yes. It's the most famous haunted house in Wales. So you might get a visitor.
Oh, this is unreal. Wow.
Hayley, this is your room.
Cornelia, when was the bedding last washed in
Never.
here? It's never been washed? No. What about the mattress? Do you clean the mattresses?
No, of course not.
How old is the mattress?
Could be 100 years old or something. You know, this is how people used to live years ago. And I still live like that. Let me show you the bathroom. The bath has cold water.
OK.
But the water's going to come out rusty because no one's had a bath here for about 29 years.
OK.
So, where would we bathe? You know...
Well, there's nowhere.
OK, so...
I don't have a bath. No one, you know, you can't. People don't normally bother to bath, you see. That's the simplest answer.
Yeah, I'm just conscious that we're here for a week, sweating, cleaning.
And I shower, like, sometimes 4 times a day.
Yeah, 2 or 3 myself.
I mean, I find it extraordinary. I must go now and leave you to it.
Yeah.
OK.
Sort out things.
Yeah.
Thanks,
all right.
I've got things to do. OK.
How can she be happy living here like this?
It's not a way of life, it's torture.
I can't not wash. I feel so bad for her, but I feel even worse for me.
I didn't realise that it would be as awful as this. They're stupid, all this. I mean, they won't let a bit of dust touch their hands. I mean,
With such a grand housekeeping problem,
Oh, no.
Hayley and Dan have decided to share a room, and conquer the decades of dirt together.
If this is 100 years old, it's like 100 years worth of skin. Look, Dan, there's a hole here, and I reckon that mice have got in through there. Look, they've chewed it, I think.
Let's search the room to see if we find any mice, because there is, I'm not staying. Something's going to jump out, I can feel it. Look at that, Hayley.
Oh. See, look, it's been chewed, it's been eaten, you can see. Look at that. What's that? What? Oh my God, Dan. There's a dead mouse here. Oh my God.
I can't even look at it.
There's a mouse, it's dead, it's next to my foot. I'm not staying here. It's too much. That's it.